Hello, team. How are you? So, I just want to make a recap. After a long day of work in on the website development, I officially just finished creating the first draft of this of the Forecast AI platform. And even though I am not 100% happy with the result, I can now tell you guys that I have a fully functional website that it's run on my local device. And yeah, it was crazy. It was nice. It was a good experience. I really learned a lot of things, especially how to migrate a um, website framework from a AI tool, which generate me this website uh, to my local host. So that was really cool to learn. And now that I have done that, I wanted to show you guys the end result. So as you can see here, these are all the different files that were required in order for me to build the website outside from this AI tool that I use to generate the skeleton of the website. So basically, it was all about debugging mistakes, trying to match um, all the different dependencies and styles, and also all the different libraries that were required for this website to be alive. So that was nice. That was pretty cool. And I'm not gonna lie, I got stuck for at least 2 hours, maybe even more, like 3 hours, trying to understand uh, specific roadblocks. um, Thankfully, I kept going and using ChatGPT all the way along, all the way along. So at the end, had I was lucky enough to debug all the issues, upload new versions of um, specific programming languages. Um, so yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was, I mean, that's a strong word. I might use a different one. That was super revealing. So let me show you guys the end result. So basically, after whew, understanding all the different sections of this software, which is used to build websites and, of course, to do other things beside building websites, um, I can tell you that oh, we finally have the initial draft for this platform, and I will briefly just try to show you guys what am I talking about. So if we go to file and then no, if we go to terminal and then actually I already have one open terminal, so let me just reveal that to you guys. So over here. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do right now is that I will turn off the communication between my device and the web. Basically, that's not 100% accurate, but I want to find the words for you guys to understand what is happening right now and To be honest, that's not an easy task to do. So the end result is this one over here. We can see we already have a fully functional website. And right now it's a static website, but I'm proud of this product because even though I used AI to build it, it cost me a lot of hours, working hours, to understand how to use a uh, programming software to actually plug this. I mean, yeah, to actually make this a reality. Okay, so this was the end result. But now I want you guys to see something really interesting. The only reason why this is live is because I am hosting it uh, on my device. So, and by that I mean that I am using this software, which is called VS Code, as a server, so that my website can be live. Let me rephrase that: so that my website can be accessed through a web browser. And even though it is not live yet, meaning that if you go and type www.forecastai.ca and if you hit enter, nothing will happen yet, because again, I'm running this locally. This is not live out there yet, but that's the next step. Actually, the next step is implementing blockchain technology into this website, uh, which is something that I will start tomorrow morning. Um, but since it's not a live website, you can access it yet. But eventually, actually in um, 22 days, 23 days, it's gonna be live. So just a heads up. So anyways, right now I am running that website in this software. So if I close the server, then my website won't work anymore. You see, it crashed because I disabled this communication channel. So the only reason why I'm doing this right now is for you guys to be no, it's for you guys to realize that the only reason why this website is working is because I build it. I actually build it. So that's crazy. That's, I don't know. I mean, I know that this is super basic stuff. I know that this is something that any engineer or any software developer would just laugh at. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty that's pretty fair to do, to be honest. But given the fact that I am not a software developer at all, and that I uh, I'm just learning how to develop software, this is a huge breakthrough for me, because the next step is to start implementing automation, APIs, and blockchain technology, and basically developing the platform. And I know that it will take me a lot of time, but at least now I know what to do, and I know all the steps that are required to start building. So that's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that in 23 days from now I will have at least one automation that I'm developing for uh, the accounting firm, for the company that I'm working for right now. And also I will implement a blockchain based survey so that I can confidently approach businesses and ask them if they would take a readiness survey. And the reason why I want to implement blockchain into that survey is just because I want to start implementing this security ledger and immutability ledger into my business. So that's the reason why I will implement blockchain. Um, and also, there are other reasons why, and I am not going to go into detail right now because it's a huge topic. I mean, the things that you can do with with the blockchain technology right now and how you can implement it into your organization are really um, useful, and it really brings value to organizations. So yeah, I'm excited about that side as well. But for now, let's just go back to this little breakthrough that Forecast AI just had. So now I will reestablish the server. Um, and the server line is npm run dev. Okay, as you can see, the local host is already live again. So if I go and open it, it will load the website, which is what I wanted you guys to see. So right now, I already have this structure, and there's something funny about this video over here, which is not 100% compelling yet, which is that I used a AI tool called Runway to generate this 10-second video, and it took me at least 4 hours to create. Man, it's crazy. Um, Another thing that I realized is that even though there are a lot of AI tools available for us to use, it's difficult to write the correct um, prompt for it to understand what I really want to do. So even though this is not like the final version, it's good enough for the MVP, which is what I'm building right now. So the idea right now is that I will click here, take the readiness survey, and once the user click there, it will redirect it to a survey, which is going to be blockchain based. And I will be explaining what does that even mean in the first place. Uh, but for now, just take this home. Whenever you implement blockchain technology into any organization, you are enabling immutability, transparency, security layers, and and couple more other tools such as smart contracts, which will definitely help in automations. But that's a different topic. For now, I just want to save those readiness service into a secure and immutable place that anyone can access whenever they want, and that if anything at all changes within those service within those responses, then uh, users will be uh, notice about it. They will actually see. They will be able to actually see if anything at all changed within the service. And I know that right now it doesn't make sense. Like, bro, what do you want to do that at all? But that's just the first step uh, before implementing phase two, which is trying to integrate blockchain into the automations. So yeah, that's going to be a huge thing as well, and I will be building these. I will start building that tomorrow. And so that's the first thing that I want you guys to understand. And then, as you can see, this is a pretty basic static thing, but at least it has all the different aspects and all the different wordings that I want you guys to understand. And this pretty much explains the idea that I have and the business that I want to build, um, which is basically helping companies to avoid bottlenecks, operational bottlenecks, to implement AI into their organizations, and to use machine learning algorithms in order to make predictions, to make intelligent predictions about sales, about inventories, about any potential anomaly in their workflow. So machine learning has a lot of capabilities. And again, this is something that a lot of companies are doing. It's just that being able to learn all these tools firsthand, it's it's really interesting, at least for me. Um, I mean, at least for a AI uh, enthusiast. Anyways, so this is how it works, and then we go to the different features that I will offer. So as you can see, it's predictive modeling right here, which is where all the AI and machine learning integrations will be. And then classifications, smart validations, and these two right here, smart validations and automated classifications, relates to the first automation that I will build, which is pretty straightforward. We want to automate the issuance of one statement. Uh, and for that, we need to use different tools. We need to first understand the workflow, which we already did. I mean, which we already do. And then we just need to start building the automation, the business logic, all the scripts, all the files that are going to be required, all the security guardrails, and that specific side of this MVP, I will start it next week. I'm expecting to start this next week because I really want to dive deep into the blockchain side of it because it's also important. Um, and those automations will live in these two um, sections right here. So the idea is that whenever my client uh, clicks on this specific button, it will redirect him to the automation, to another. It's not going to be a website. It's going to be an API. Um, and to be honest, I don't have 100%. Um, I am not 100% sure about how it's going to look like, but I know that once the user clicks here, it will redirect him to a portal, to a user interface via an API, so that it can generate the automation. And I know that it sounds vague. Maybe it doesn't make sense right now, but at the end of the month, it will make sense. So I'm excited about it because this means that by clicking here, a whole new project will start. A whole new set of tools, set of dependencies, set of programming languages, sorry, um, will begin, and that's crazy. That's pretty exciting, and at the same time, it's daunting because it's going to be a lot of work. Although I've been working on it and we already have an idea of what we want. I just need to compile everything and condense everything into a single user interface. Um, so let's see. Let's see how it works. Anyways, I just wanted you guys to see this final product. Uh, this is the first draft for Forecast AI platform, for the Forecast AI platform. Um, yeah, and I'm pretty happy about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you soon.